Hey guys, I'm Amy and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! You've got to give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. You've got to laugh a little, cry a little, until the clouds roll by a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the two of us, we've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with us, we've got each other's arms. You've got to win a little, laugh a little, lose a little. Yes, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. Good morning, you guys. Hey, welcome to Belle's Bargains. My name is Amy. Hi, besties. How are we today? Guess what? Today is normally themed Thursday. If you're brand new to my channel because you're popping in for this challenge, which I'm super excited about, then welcome. I'm a little bit different on this channel. We start every video with the song. I talk to my cow, Effingham, say good morning. Okay, I talk to him a lot, and he talks back. And we only do Dollar Tree on this channel. I mean Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And why, Effingham? Why do I only do Dollar Tree? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is a dollar and a quarter. Very good. Thank you very much. So everything that I do, all of my supplies, everything, apps except for my glue gun, come from the Dollar Tree. So I can't get addicted to another store. We're only going to stick with the one. All right, so I came across this challenge that I'm doing today for you, and it's called the Napkin Exchange Challenge. So I came across it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Sunflowers and DIYing. I think it's the first. She's hosting it, and her co-host is Buffy Designs. Anyway, I came across it, and I messaged like, I want to do that challenge. So first of all, thank you to the ladies who are doing this. I want you guys to go check out their channels, both of them. I love them both. And I want you to check out the playlist that's down below. Well, here's how this challenge works. You're supposed to send napkins to another person. You know, she gave us a list, and you send it to this person, you send it to this person. So I sent mine off. Lisa is the one that got mine, and she received them. And all. I never got mine in the mail. And so Jackie said she sent them. They just never got here. But it is the U.S. mail. So, you know. Anyway, so I last night stopped really quickly at the Dollar Tree, picked up, I think, the only 3 napkin patterns they had, basically, in the entire store, like, not napkin time, and came home and did some DIYs for you. So let's go through those really quickly. Don't forget to check out the playlist down below, and I will have the channels linked for both of the hosts, and just, it's a fun challenge. I really like it. So the idea was, though, and you'll see in the other videos, is you're supposed to open up the boxes of your napkins that you got on camera, and then be like surprised. I should have just sent Marcus in to get me napkins. Oh, well, I didn't. So I just picked up some stuff. So let me show you what I did with my napkins. So I've seen this napkin 1,000 times. It's there all the time. And it's the Happy Birthday Lego one. So I grabbed one of these boxes, which looks like a Lego, and I Mod Podged the napkin all over it. I'm taking this for Moses. He has the coolest, Moses is my grandson. He has the coolest Lego table that his mom made him. She took an old desk, and then she put, oh, I wish I had a picture of it. Anyway, she put like cubby, like all the way around it, like a track around it almost, like a little box on the end all the way around it. And so all the Legos can swoosh into there, and then he builds on top of it. It's super cool. So anyway, I just thought this would be something fun to give him. And it was super easy. I mean, I'm just Mod Podging on that pattern. So you guys see how there's some bumps and whatnot? I was not super careful with this. I was like, whatever, just gonna get it on there. So I wasn't like worried about it being perfectly smooth. I think it's funny though, the inside is so cool looking. Can you see that? It's so cool looking. But if I'd Mod Podged on the inside, then every time you threw blocks in and stuff, it would probably scratch it all up and whatnot. So, because I did think about doing that. But anyway, I think it's super cute. I know he'll love it. And it looks like a Lego, doesn't it, you guys? Yeah. So that was the first one I did. Really, 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 really easy. Then the second one was I wanted to I love this napkin. By the way, this took, I think, 3 napkins. I love this napkin. Love it because it's lime green. Actually, I think I sent this one to Lisa. She might see another craft with this. And I just thought, I think it's really cute and fun and springy. So I decided to do some of their battery operated candles. I'm gonna turn them on, maybe. Yeah. And I only had 2. So I know I say do things in 3s. I didn't have 3. So guys, I did it with 2. But I will say I balanced it. It's still well balanced because I have 1 tall and 1 shorter. This one got 3 bands of ribbon. This one got 2. And I think these are super, super, super cute. So let's talk about it. One napkin did both. So I Mod Podged on. There is a seam in the back, no big deal. And then I did my ribbon on here, and I did a little fan of the napkin just to add that little concentrated pop of the napkin on there. I really like that. I think that came out super cute. I think these are very beautiful and so easy. This was the pick that I picked from. It's been picked on before, you can tell. So just for those flowers, and it's that floral yellow and the lemon ribbon. Those colors were just perfect. Yeah, I love that. I think those are my favorite, actually. I do think those are my favorite. But this one is very useful and I think really different. So I was like, well, it's a napkin challenge. Shouldn't we make something for napkins? Marcus made a joke about feminine napkins. I'm like, not quite the same thing. But this would actually, you could use it for that as well in a guest bathroom. So these napkins are guest towels, right? So they're napkins, but they're the ones that you put in your bathroom so that when they wash their hands, they just take one and you're not using the same towel over and over when you have a bunch of people at your house. So these are guest towels, napkins. And so I thought, well, I'll just make a little container for them. So this is for your bathroom. It says guest towels. This is why I sang the song, by the way. I walked out here and read this and got to live a little, laugh a little. So by Bette Midler, love her singing. So love her song choices. Okay, this is so cute, right? Isn't this cute? So this, you'll see in the video, it's one of the crates and then this little chalkboard A-frame that they sell now, and I cut the legs off and it fits perfectly on there. So it says guest towels. But I want you to think of a couple things. First of all, you could put feminine products in here for your guests in your bathroom if you're having a really big event. But also, you could write, say it's somebody's birthday, happy birthday, Elizabeth, or whatever on here. When the guests go in, there'd be a little message. Or if you have guests coming and staying at your house, you could be like, welcome, Joe and Susan, right? So you could do different things on here. Also, I felt like this would be a cute dinner napkin holder. So just take your dinner napkins like these. You could put them in there like this, and then you could put the menu or dinner at 6, or write a little something about, you could just put a little message like, what are you thankful for today, or something like that, right? We used to play that game at the dinner table at my house. Anyway, so I think this is multi-purpose. I really like this. So obviously I did a lot of Mod Podging. That's really all I did with the napkins. But I thought it was fun to make something that you put napkins in. So there's my twist on it. All right, guys, that's it. I got to run to work. So tell me which one was your favorite. I know Moses is going to love this. I think these are just incredibly cute and adorable and beautiful. I feel like in a spring bathroom they would also be really cute. But this is, I think this is my favorite because it's a napkin holder. Okay. What do you guys think? All right, so again, I just want to thank our host. I think this is just a fun challenge. I'm kind of bummed I didn't get the surprise napkins, but maybe next month. So just want to, these two, Sunflowers and DIYing and Buffy Designs. I just thank you so much. I think it's a super fun challenge. Don't forget, go watch the playlist and visit these two, their channels. I hope you find some channels that you really, really like and you subscribe to. Just don't forget to come back here. All right, guys. Now you get to watch how I made these. All right, thanks so much. You've got to live a little. Effingham, you were so quiet. Laugh a little. He's tired. All right, guys. We'll see you next time for Shopping Saturday. Holla for your dollar haul. Although it might be a challenge. I can't remember. Anyway, all right, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, so this is one of those containers that has, it looks like a Lego to me. So I'm going to use this. And then these happy birthday napkins. So there's 20 in here. I don't know, like, if they're 1 ply, 2 ply, 3 ply, 4. I don't know what they are. But all I want to do is use the Lego pattern. It looks like the pattern is only here. So I'm going to do some cutting out of the edges and of this part. And then I'm going to decoupage the whole outside of this with the Lego blocks. So it's going to become a Lego container. Super cute. So it's just a lot of decoupaging, basically. So I'm not going to show you me doing a ton of that. I'll just show you a couple of, and then get the thing all done for you, but it's going to be super cute. This one is so easy, except for the cutting. So all I did was trim up those napkins so that I had, you know, enough of the Lego or playful block things, and just cutting out the white because I didn't want white on there. I was just really sticking for the colors of the blocks, those primary colors. So there's only one pattern on each napkin, and I think I used 3 napkins, cutting them out like this, and then just started Mod Podging on. So I don't show you the whole thing. You don't need to watch me do all 4 sides, just this one side. And as I showed you, like, it's wrinkly, but I think it's totally fine. I'm one of those people, the wrinkles from the Mod Podge do not bother me at all. I kind of like them. I think it's like character on the item. So anyway, this looks really cool. I love how it came out. I know Moses is going to love it for his Lego table. And it was just easy, like so easy. I've looked at these napkins, I don't even know how many times, and thought about doing a project like this. So anyway, perfect timing. It's cute, and and you could do multiples of these because they stack on top of each other. These containers do too. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Gonna watch me Mod Podge the rest of this side, and then voila, I will be done. Tell me what you think of this project.
Okay, so this is a crate, obviously, just one of the regular crates that they sell there. These are my napkins. I think these are really pretty. And they're guest napkins that you put in your bathroom so they don't use up, keep using the same, like if you have a party or something, right? So absolutely love this pattern. It's super cute. And so I'm going to take these napkins, and this is a little wooden chalkboard. But I'm going to take this little wooden chalkboard, if I can get into it, and I'm going to take the hinges off, and I'm going to cut the legs off because it fits perfectly in the front of the crate. All right, and I'm going to write guest towels on there, and there's going to be one in the back so that when the towels are in there, they'll sit like this. Okay, all right, let's go.
This one is a little more involved. So I take apart that little chalkboard, which is so cute and so perfect for a tier tray. Anyway, and I didn't buy two. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I'm gonna take it all apart, deconstruct it, and then just cut those legs off. So just so you know, I just sort of scored them with my little saw that I got from the Dollar Tree, and then just on the side of my counter just sort of pounded it and they snapped off. And then just did a little tiny bit of sanding. And it was perfect. Super easy to do because it's like the wood that they use is so soft. Anyway, I'm trying to separate the plies on these napkins, but there aren't any plies. These are guest napkins, so they're a little bit thicker, and so you don't have a ply to separate. So I just started sort of fussy cutting it out just to get, I'm after just getting the floral parts. And then I only have to Mod Podge the sides of this little crate because of course the front and the back are going to get covered with one of the little chalkboards. So that's all I do is just Mod Podge the two sides. And I was overlapping the flowers and all, it didn't matter. It was just, I knew what I was, just wanted to cover the whole area with the florals from that part, pattern of the napkin. And then I just started doing the same on the sides of the chalkboard. But so I was thinking that I was going to leave the floral part hanging off of the chalkboard. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm like, it's okay. It's just it'll sort of chalkboard into, it'll sort of floral design into the chalkboard. But once the Mod Podge dries, it just looks kind of funny. So right now I'm just finishing the Mod Podge, but I want you guys to know I also didn't have to Mod Podge the whole back of the chalkboard, right? Because it's going to get glued to the crate. So just sort of Mod Podge the top half of the back. Then when it was all dry, I took like a Mr. Eraser there and I'm cleaning up the chalkboard, which works really well. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can't. I don't like the way it looks. So I burned the sides of my crate, which you get like a little aged look, and I like when you do that, FYI. So then I decide I can't. I've got to trim those chalkboards up. So I just take my little cutter, which I'm trying to get a new blade. How hard is that to do, getting new blades? And then I just trimmed it up. And I had a couple of spots on the chalkboard after I did this. By the way, it came off really easy. The glue comes off super easy on the chalkboard. And so I did take a Sharpie at some point just to color in a couple of little spots where like I scraped off the chalkboard accidentally, or it came that way, I don't know. But that works really well. Another just little FYI tidbit for you. Alright, and so then it's super easy. I'm going to glue my sides on. And I stand it up to make sure I get them on there nice and flat, because this is going to sit on the kitchen counter, right? And then after I do that, grab my chalk writer, which I'm going to show you there, and just wrote guest towels, and that's it. It is done. I love how this looks. Hope you guys like it too.
All right, so these are their LED candles, pillars. So I got 1, 2, couple of sizes. These, which I love these napkins, and some ribbon and some florals. And I'm just gonna make a cute little set of candles, even though it's only 2, and I always say to do 3. I didn't have a third one, so we're just doing 2. Okay, let's go.
I'm going to separate the plies on this napkin, and then I cut the napkin like in half because it was perfect to wrap around the, so I only had to use 1 napkin for this. And then I was cutting off on the sides, there's sort of like the bumpy part of the napkin, and I was cutting as much of that off as I could so that I didn't get that on the candle. I didn't want that. So I'm just Mod Podging and then placing it, and what I did was lining it up so that on the bottom I didn't have to do any trimming. I was only wanted to trim on the top where it was curvy, so I lined my bottom up, which was really easy to do. And then I have slight overlap in the back. That's also fine. I spray it with water. Whenever I'm doing Mod Podge, I spray with water, and then put some more of the Mod Podge on top of it, and then do the other candle and let it dry. Then I'm going to make a fan little bow, almost like bow tie kind of shape, fanning that tissue paper because I wanted to add just a little bit more green. By the way, these were the parts that I cut off of the napkin, so again, I only used 1 napkin. And so I just fanned it, put a little rubber band around it, and then trim them so that the sides are even. And just wanted to throw this into the floral part that I'm going to do on the candle because I think adding that is going to add a lot to the decoration part of it. And then so I did 2, 1 for each candle. And then I move on to removing the dried tissue paper from the top of the candle, which is curvy. So I use a lighter, and these are plastic, so you get just a tiny bit of melt when it burns like that, which was fine with me. My problem with just sanding is you don't really have a straight edge. It's very rounded at the top of these candles, so I really felt the only way to sort of trim that up was to burn it, and it works perfectly. I mean, like perfectly. And I'm just sanding off like the burnt areas right there, and then just cleaning it up with a I just cleaned it up with a rag on the inside. So perfect, right? All right, now I'm trying to decide if I should put the ribbons to the top or to the bottom. I end up going with the bottom, and on the smaller one I did 1 yellow and 1 of the lemon. I love all these colors together. I think it's super beautiful. It's very springy. And then do the lemon ribbon on top of the yellow. So because the other one is taller, because I only had 2 candles, so my numbers seem off, I was like, well, if I go with 5 ribbon strands, then I have an uneven number. And it does balance the 2 of them really well, adding that 3rd band of ribbon onto the taller one. So, and because the yellow is so vibrant, I went with using 2 of the lemon one instead of the yellow, and I knew that I was using yellow flowers that matched that ribbon, so I didn't need too much of that. Okay, and then I just opted again to go to the bottom on this. I'm so glad I did. I really like how this turned out. And I'm just using some greenery for a base and then some florals, only 3 blooms on each one. And then I go back in and I glue in my little fan thing that I made, which is perfect actually. I just sort of laid it in between the flowers, put it in there, and it is just the perfect little pop of concentrated tissue paper green that is on the candle. By the way, I'm gluing the florals on the exact opposite side of the seam, so that's the front of the candles. Anyway, these came out so cute. So you guys tell me, which one is your favorite? I can't decide if it's the candles or if it's the guest towel thing. I don't know. Anyway, let me know which one you guys like. Alright, besties, thanks so much for watching this. Love you all. See you back here for Saturday, Shopping Saturday. But I think it's another challenge. Anyway, alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, in the comments, tell me which one is your favorite.